Tadej Pogacar and Remco Evenepoel, they've spoiled it for the next generation because there's this expectation that you've got to be there by the time you're 20 and winning big races by the time you're 20. What's your advice to the riders that don't win this series, that aren't quite there at 2021?
Yeah, and I mean, that was the thing, wasn't it? It wasn't that long ago that they thought you couldn't win a Grand Tour until you're in your late 20s. So, I mean, these things, these like, I wouldn't say it's a fad, but, winning from such an early age and, what these young guys are doing so early, the workload and stuff. I don't know. It's like we probably wouldn't have even had a chance to turn professional, but I don't think you should ever give up. I think there's enough teams out there that, and common sense people within these teams that realise that, some people do just mature a little bit later. I was certainly was one of those people that matured a little bit later, and I think if you're not professional by the time you're 22, I wouldn't give up. Keep following that dream, and I think people know within themselves if they've got the talent or the potential to make a career out of it.
If you were giving a 21-year-old Richie Porte advice now, with the current structure that there is within Australian cycling and the opportunities that there are overseas, how would you advise that young Richie Porte, give a recommendation of how to structure your season?
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple, isn't it? And I was up in Noosa recently, and I was having a chat with Matt Wilson about this, the new Pro Velo, and it's like, I'm just so rapt that somebody, or there's people that are going to give, young Aussie cyclists this opportunity, and I'd have loved to have, had something like a contract with a fantastic team like Jayco Alula on the line. I think that's, obviously that'd be your first and foremost trying to win that series and get that contract. But, I think that's the thing is people do look down the line, after the first, second or third, people do, see value in a teammate that puts it all on the line to help somebody win. So, it's if you can't win, I think being a good team player is a massive, that's a part of it, of the package of being a complete bike rider too.